It's like someone's sitting on your chest. You just can't breathe, and your soul is just struggling. Your spirit is just trying to get away from you. You literally feel like you're dying.
Yeah, but the worst
But you
part,
don't die.
You don't die.
Yeah.
It's not. If only you died quickly.
Hi, I'm Margaret.
And I'm Lovie, and this is our story.
So when you have a panic attack, everything is sort of like out of control. And the situations when it can hit you, you could just be in your room by yourself, doing nothing threatening. You could be having tea with your friends and just chatting. And then all of a sudden you start feeling these symptoms, you know, your hands like feel cold, and then you break into cold sweat, your heart starts racing, you know, and then you can't breathe, you know, and then you start turning pale.
I remember being in a meeting with a whole room of police officers. I don't know, somehow just seeing all of them in their uniforms, I have no idea. Don't we all like men in uniforms? But I don't know, it just triggered a panic attack, and I just wanted to run out. It's not like I've not committed a crime. I just wanted to run out of the room.
I had a panic attack once when I was in the middle of a pitch, when I was bidding for a job and we were doing a presentation. You cannot afford to have a panic attack. It's a very, very bad timing. So I've had to learn to cope with it, to take my medication before that. So if you take that medication, it actually calms you down and it might make you sleepy, but you don't want to fall asleep at your own presentation. So that's not a good idea. You have no choice. You just have to bite the bullet lah. I think I was clawing my friend under the table.
It's irrational. It's inexplicable. There's nothing you can do to rationalize the fear away. And the worst thing people say, think positive thoughts.
You can't think.
You
can't
are
think.
not thinking negative thoughts. And your brain just, for that moment, kind of shuts off and says, bye-bye. I self-medicated. I was an alcoholic for a while. The medication that the doctors prescribed, one after another, just didn't work. Mental conditions, they don't really know what would work on whom. One episode that I had, the psychiatrist said, oh, you can't keep depending on this medication. Let's start you on the other thing. After taking it, the panic attack lasted about 4 hours. Usually it's 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, but it lasted for 4 hours. So I was just curled up in bed and praying very hard for it to go away.
Yeah. We didn't know what hit us. Like, why is it happening to us? You know, we've always been okay.
We're not particularly anxious people.
No, and basically we're quite confident. Yeah, I thought we were quite fearless. Actually, that was a remark from a friend who knew me when I was in school. It's like, hey, what happened to you? You know, you were so fearless in school. You know, how could you be stricken with this, and how did you get so fearful? I mean, like, you know, what you're afraid of? You know, actually that's an interesting question because I don't know what I'm afraid of.
It really isn't situational, because I've been in very hairy situations, face to face with a great white shark, swam with whale sharks and things like that, and I've done all these crazy wonderful things, but that didn't bother me. It didn't trigger a panic attack. It's not a fear of something. It just comes to you and then it hits you.
It works like a wake-up call. You start looking at what is important for you. You prioritize things in your life. We used to want to control everything, but I think we've learned how to let go and let God. It's made us appreciate certain things lah. Like, for example, air. You know, the fact that you can breathe. If you are lucky enough to find someone with, or unfortunate enough to have that same condition, it's actually very comforting to know that you're not the only one suffering and there's someone else who knows what you're going through.
When we were working together, we kind of knew. We would always locate an exit,
Escape.
a clean toilet
Escape route. Yeah.
that you could go to and sit and sort of let the panic pass.
Where's the exit door?
Yeah.
From someone who was very sociable, who used to go clubbing very often, you know, I would be in my cave, yeah, because that's safe. And if you have a panic attack, nobody can see you, you know, like losing it. Yeah.
I can go to hawker centres. I can get on an MRT, crowded. That's why I've got these things.
I can't. I can't deal with
Because
MRT.
music just drowns out everything else. And so I'm in my own little world.
There was this period of time where I was adopting a totally wrong strategy, which is just avoiding. You know, you have a lot of well-meaning friends, family members, loved ones who tell you like, you know, medication is not good for you. You know, you should try and, you know, not take medicine, and messes up your mind or whatever. And then you're like, okay, maybe I should wean myself off the medication. But actually, that's not what you should do, because when I was doing that, yes, medication was going down, but at the same time, I wasn't having much of a life, because I basically avoided all possible scenarios where a panic attack could take place.
The worst period of my life, I think I had panic attacks every day.
About 4 times a week. My dad keeps telling me, oh, why are you still taking this medication? This medication is bad for you. You have a very strong mind. Will it away. Then I explain how it's a chemical imbalance. Teach your mind how to produce the chemical. I don't know how to respond to that.
Right,
I'm
never
not
mind.
going to let this silly condition stop me from doing whatever I need to do. If it comes, so be it. You know, I mean, and that was the acceptance part, because you cannot live in fear. You cannot live in fear of a fear. Nobody's born perfect. If someone was born with one limb short, there's nothing wrong with him. He didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault. It would be nice if people actually saw mental issues the same way, instead of saying, oh, there must be something wrong with you that you have a mental issue.